Hello everyone and welcome to a demo of what a booth on Hopin for Day of Shecurity can look like. This page is our reception page or where you start, and to get to your booth on the day of the event, you're going to go to the Expo tab over here, click on Expo. You'll see the list of sponsors that have booths for the virtual event. I'm going to go to the Secure Diversity booth. This is me logging in as one of the moderators, meaning I have the ability to go live without permission for the booth, but I want to show you what the booth looks like. First of all, I have it set up that if I'm not live presenting, that I have a video that you can play on YouTube. You also could have this be some Google Slides that people can click through. I have it turned on. You can see I have the ability to go live because this little toggle up here. I'm not going to go live yet. I want to show you what the rest of the booth looks like. If you look to the right, I've set it up with our logo, our name, our tagline, a link to our LinkedIn account, our Twitter account, as well as our website. Then I was also able to add a little blurb about who we are, a short description. I also was able to add an event offer, so join our mail list to get some Secure Diversity swag and add a couple of hashtags. And then I do have a note here that by registering interest, you'll claim the offer and your email will be forwarded to the vendor, so you will get that. Additionally, we send you a list of everyone who clicks on the links in your booth. Now, if I want to express interest, I click this button that says join our mailing list. I have it set up that it's just going to send me an email of the person I'm interested in, but you can make that link connect to your website, connect to a form that you are interested in having people fill out, wherever you'd like it to direct. If you keep scrolling, also able to build in down here. So we're all about diversifying the field of cybersecurity. So are you looking to enter the field of cybersecurity or maybe to grow your career? Well, I added a link in here, a video link. You can check out a previous keynote that we've had. I embedded a YouTube, included another link. So let's talk about our leadership program. I was able to set up a quote. I changed this header, the color, I made it a header. I also added an image. And then I had another header and I added some Google Slides. So you can actually scroll through these. Very easy. Makes it really simple. If you do Google Slides, just make sure that they are available for anyone to view. Otherwise, they'll be blocked by a password. So let's go back up to the top. We can see, first of all, before I go live, home is all the information I shared with you. There's also the opportunity to have a chat. You can chat with anybody who's in your booth. You can set up polls if you want, create a poll, and you can do that in the moment. And then you also can see who is in your booth. So for example, I'm in the booth, but you also can see that, oh, hey, we have Anna here in the booth with us. And then if you want to set up any Q&As, you can do that. People can also ask questions, and the Q&A section actually allows them to ask something anonymously. So let's say it's career sensitive or they don't want to out that they're searching. They can ask you a question without attaching it to their name. Let's go ahead and go live. So I toggled to say I'm live. Now I need to choose to share my audio and video. It's going to ask me if this is the right thing, and I need to choose my mic and camera. Those are all set for me, and I click Apply Selection. So now you can see that I'm on screen. The other thing you can see is that also I'm live to everyone, so that's important to know. Up here you can see it says 1 out of 10. There are 10 available spots that you can have live on screen. Now, if you're screen sharing, one of those spots is taken by that screen share. You also can see that there's 2 people viewing. You are included in that number, so there's 2 of us here in this room. You can go to your People tab and say, hey, who else is here? And you'll see that Anna is also here. Hi, Anna. And she can chat with us, and she said hi. So right now, she can't talk to me on the screen, but that is a feature. Right now, we can just chat. But she can see and hear me. Now, if I want, we can turn on closed captionings, so you can see that on my screen. And all of your booth participants can also turn on closed captioning. So if you're doing a panel or a speaker, you might just want to remind people of that. You can also click this share menu here to share your screen, whether it's a slide deck, a video, or anything that you want to provide to the audience as a visual supplement. And you can have multiple people on screen. So I'm going to ask, hey, Anna, would you like to come up on screen with me and we can chat about whatever, if you have any questions or just about secure diversity? Okay, so she said yes, that's great. Sometimes people will have questions and they'll chat something and you'll say, hey, do you want to come chat with me? Or you're just hanging out in between talks or sessions and someone comes in and you're like, hey, I'd love to chat if you want to jump on the screen, that's a great way to use it. So I'm going to say, Anna, go ahead and request access to share your audio and video. And then like I did, it said share audio and video. Your participants have to request it and you choose to whether or not to accept it. So under here in moderation, you can see there's a 1 and you also can see that Anna has requested to join. So I'm going to add her. It's going to ask her to give permission then. And there she is. Hi, how are you?
Good, good.
Good. Well, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is really cool. It's really straightforward.
I love it. Thank you for sharing that. So one of the things, I'm doing this as a booth demo. I asked Anna to jump on and help me here, just so you could see that you can interact with people in your booth, just like you would live in person. But what's really cool is I'm sitting in Georgia right now and Anna's in Arizona and we are talking to each other, not like standing next to each other, but still having a conversation face to face, which is really awesome. When Anna or anyone else is ready to leave the screen, all they have to do is click the leave button. And usually that's when they want to move on to something else or you've answered their question effectively and you want to go to the next person. You can also bring on multiple people at the time. We only have 2 of us today, but you could have multiple people. One thing I do want to show before Anna leaves though is if you scroll over her video, you'll see 3 dots. Now you won't see the same options for yourself because they're not participant controls. But you can see that you can pin and that you can mute for me or you can remove her or make her full screen. And there's also a mute for everyone. What's really cool is if you want to remove someone, if they're not jumping off screen, just click that little remove button. That'll remove them for you without them having to do it. Maybe they just spaced out on something. Maybe someone came into the room and was, pulled them away. That happens with remote conferences. And then mute for everyone then would be great if you are managing a panel. So let's say one panelist is speaking and you're doing the tech admin and you can say, great, I'm going to mute this person. And then I'll mute this person and then I'll unmute them. If you want to have someone who's managing that and the speakers don't want to manage it themselves. The other thing we love about these booths is that you can have a panel. You can have a live speaker. At one of our conferences, they had their CEO come in and do a talk, which was awesome. A lot of times we have like heads of security, people from an engineering team, a panel of women from your company come in and do a talk. And in each conference, we always build in designated time that's just the expo and networking. And we really encourage you to do talks. Of course, if you have any questions about having a booth, please reach out to me. I'm Kelly Tebow. I'm the Executive Director of Secure Diversity. Thanks, Anna, who is our Program Coordinator, for jumping in and doing this with me. And we look forward to seeing you at our next day of Shecurity and hopefully seeing you in one of our booths.